Yo, what's up guys? Like always, it is your favorite mums here. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. So lads, I am trying to take everyone's advice on board and make videos that you guys want to see. So one thing I've been told to make is people want to see like card reviews, beg your pardon, and my opinions on cards and things like that, alright? So what we're going to look at today is we're going to look at these new Showdown cards, which is part of a new promo that started not that long ago, alright? So basically what it is, they bring out two SBC cards. You can choose or complete them both if you want to, and then they play each other. Those two cards, their teams play each other in real life, all right? Whichever team wins gets an upgrade. So if they draw, they both get a +1 upgrade each. If one of the teams wins, the winning team gets a +2 upgrade. The losing team does not get an upgrade at all, all right? So let's go take a look at what we have for this one here. All right, so here we go, boys. This is our Showdown cards, right? So we've got Ajax versus PSV. So let's quickly check out the Ajax card first. Now, I'm actually a big fan of this card. I think it's a really nice card. So let's have a quick look at his card, right? You got 6 foot, which is a great height for a right back. High mediums, which is standard. Most right backs are high mediums, so nothing wrong with that. 3-star skills, 2-star weak foot, right footed. Now, some people might have an issue with 2-star weak foot, but obviously, if he's right-footed on the right side, then a 2-star weak foot doesn't really matter. It doesn't come into play too much. So for me, absolutely fine. Now, this is where the card gets interesting, guys. If you have a look at him right now, he's got 93 acceleration, 91 sprint speed, which is insane. So already he is super fast. He's not going to get beaten. He fits the meta perfectly in terms of, you know, a fast right back, a wing back that can stop those counterattacks down the wing. You go to his passing, and this is probably his weak part, but he's still got 81 vision, 81 crossing, 86 short pass. So I wouldn't even call these short pass. Probably the vision and the crossing. It's probably the weakest part of this card in terms of the things that you want on a right back or a left back. But even those are good. Like 81 vision, 81 crossing. Most right backs probably have worse vision and worse crossing than that card does. But I mean, if you want to be nitpicky, that is probably one of the worst points of this card. We move over to his dribbling, guys. 84 agility, 84 balance. It's basically mid-80s for everything apart from his dribbling, which is just flat 80. Defending, 81 interceptions, 85 defensive awareness, 87 stand tackle, 84 slide tackle. And then he's got those physicals, 99 stamina, 88 strength, and 90 aggression. So physicals are insane. Defending is very solid. And dribbling is very solid as well, guys, for a wingback. So honestly, like I said, I haven't really got much bad things to say about this card. I think it's a really good card. Now, in terms of price, he's about 75,000 coins on PlayStation and about 80,000 coins on Xbox, guys. So he's actually quite good value as well. One of the bad things, I guess, is that this card might be a little bit hard to link up into a team. That is understandable. But obviously, if you did do that Iron Robin, you get a strong link with that. Or, you know, if you've got a Van Dijk, you get a soft link there. If you've got a Promes, you could try and link up. So there are ways to link this guy up, but it is a bit hard to link up. Okay? So that's the first thing. Now, let's have a quick look at the other card, all right, before we go into a bit more details with them. So with our PSV card here, we've got 5'10", medium lows, fine. Right-footed, fine. Skill moves 4 is good. 3-star weak foot is probably the little bit of an issue. It's a big issue in terms of his physicals, the biggest issue. But in this game, it's not as important as in past favors. Also, if you notice, he has got the outside of the foot shot trait. So that does counteract the 3-star weak foot a little bit better and help out. Because basically, if he is on his weak foot, rather than shooting it with his weak foot because he's got a bad weak foot, because he's got the outside of the foot shot trait, he'll use his strong foot and use the outside of the foot. And it's just as powerful and just as meta, right? So it works out quite well for him. Now, stats-wise, this is where this card does disappoint me a little bit, guys. He's got insane pace, all right? You can't say anything about that. He's got good finishing and good agility as well. But the rest of his shooting's a bit off. 83 attack positioning, 82 shot power, 75 long shots is nothing special. His dribbling is solid, but 79 composure, nothing special. All right, and 81 stamina isn't that great either. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad card by any means. It is still a very good card. But I guess the way you have to think about these cards is how long can they be in my team for, okay? They are untradables. And I don't like doing untradables. unless you can see the card being in your team for a long term. So if you're going to see a card being in your team for a couple weeks or a few weeks, a month, then it's probably not worth it, okay? Or if you can go buy another card off the market that is just as good as this card, tradable, then, you know, you're better off doing that than doing an untradeable card where you'll never get the coins back. And that's the issue with this card as well. I think for 75,000 to 80,000 coins, because he's about the same price as the other card, you can go buy a card off the market that will do just as much as this card, who's, you know, just as good, if not better than this card, and get it tradable. So that's one. Two, this card's a bit hard to link up. So the card that you can go buy a Premier League card for the same kind of price that's easier to link and just as good. All right. So I don't see this guy being in the team for a long term. While the other card, on the other hand, I actually can see that card being in a lot longer term. Right now, he's one of the better right backs in the game, the other card. And I think that card could be a right back for 3-4 months down the track. He would still be meta in the right back because his stats just fit the meta. This card, striker, and as well with strikers, they're a dime a dozen. You can get strikers with good pace and solid dribbling are a dime a dozen. Like I said, you could go find many of them on the market right now that are tradable. All right. So next, let's go have a quick look, guys. What I want to show you now is I want to just go to the desktop here, and I want to quickly show you guys what they look like with a chem style on them, right? Because obviously you are going to be playing with them a chem style. I know we're looking at them without their boosts right now, but that's how you want to kind of look at them. It's interesting to be like, okay, well, this card could get a +2 boost and be an 87, an insane card, but there's a good chance they lose the game and he's an 85 and you're stuck with the 85. So you need to be happy with what his base card is before you do this card, all right? You don't want to do the card purely based on the fact that, you know, you think he's going to get an upgrade. And then if he doesn't, you're not going to use him. But, so let's have a look at this card with a chem style. So what's everyone using on him? We've got Anchor and Shadow are the most two. So let's have a look at him with an Anchor on him. So with an Anchor on this card, he goes to 98 acceleration, 96 sprint speed. You've got 86 interceptions, 82 heading, 90 defensive, 97 stand, 94 sliding, 88 jumping, 98 strength, 95 aggression. That is insane. He becomes a 90.2 right back. Or what I was even thinking is, because this guy's hard to link up, for instance, I've got Van der Sar as my goalkeeper. I've thought about playing him at centre back on 7 chem as and just strong link him to my Van der Sar. As you look here, with an Anchor, he becomes a 90.8 centre back, and he's just got nice stats that would match a centre back. So keep that in mind, because I think that is honestly not a horrible play, all right, especially in the current meta. Now, the other chem style was a Shadow. That says it takes him to a 91.8 right back, basically maxes out his pace and, you know, defending 91 deceptions, 90 defensive awareness, 97 stand tackle. So he gets that extra +5 on the interceptions. So yeah, like I said, man, I really do like this card, and I do think this card is really good value at the moment. Now let's move over to the PSV end. All right, so what are people using on this card? It looks like we've got a finisher is heavily used. So I'll be honest with you, look, a finisher doesn't make this card too bad. I think with a finisher, it does fix up some of the issues I had with this card. He does get that better positioning. He does get that better shot power. You know, it obviously boosts up his agility, boosts up his balance and things like that. But he still has a little bit of a lack of stamina, I feel. His composure's still not great on this card either, all right? So I still think there are some issues. And according to this, he becomes an 88.6 striker. So like I said, I wouldn't blame you guys if you did this card or you did the other one. I think they're both okay cards, but I do think the right back is a lot better. Now, what we want to have a look, guys, is the actual game. So let's try and predict maybe who is more likely to get a result for us. So this is Ajax's games in the Eredivisie this year, or like this season, okay? So as you guys can see here, Ajax are doing pretty well. I think Ajax are also on top of the ladder. So PSV and Ajax are 1 and 2 on the ladder. Ajax, I think, is only about a point ahead of PSV. So it is very close. Ajax only lost 2 games this season, 1 draw. But on current form, maybe not doing the best because, you know, they have got a loss and a draw in their last 4 games. So on current form, maybe they're not doing the best. You've then got PSV, who 1 loss, 3 draws. So, you know, just as good, basically. Both teams are at the top end but maybe in a little bit better form. In their last 4 games, only 1 draw, 3 wins, with their last 2 wins being 4-1, 4-1. So clearly scoring. Now, what I think might help your decision, guys, is this is an Ajax home game. Now, what I can tell you is in the last 7 meetings between these two teams, the home team has won 6 of them. And the 7th game was a draw. Okay, so the away team has not won a game in the last 7 between these two. And the home team has won 6 of the last 7, all right? So that does, I think, give Ajax a big advantage being the home team in here. So I would say, guys, I think this is pretty much a 50-50 game. I really do think it could go either way. I think for me, the fact that Ajax is the home team kind of pushes it towards Ajax's advantage. So I also, on top of me already liking the right back card a little bit more. So on top of me already liking this card a little bit more than this card, I think the fact that I would probably say it's a 50-50 game, but if you had to pick a winner, I think Ajax is more likely to either pick up a win or a draw over PSV getting a win, guys. So I think this card is more likely to at least get a +1 upgrade on him, okay? But quickly, to finish off, guys, as well, I just wanted to show you. Now, this first card I did mess up. I forgot to upgrade the rating, but I want to show you what these cards could look like with an upgrade, all right? Obviously, he would be an 87 rated card. My bad. But you can have a look at his stats. 94 pace, 83 passing, 85 dribbling, 86 defense, 93 physicals. He's already insane. It just makes him more nutty, as you can see there. And let's have a quick look at these two cards next to each other as well. Whoopsies, that's an accident. All right, let's have a bit of a glitch there. All right, let's have a quick look at these two cards next to each other. There you go. So, I mean, both cards do look very, very nice with the upgrade, guys. So I do like them both. But yeah, that's basically it, man. That's the video, guys. I hope this helps you out in making your decision if you want to complete one of these cards. If it does, smash a like on the video, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Quick summary. Both cards are nice, but I think this card, you can go buy a card off the market, guys. Personally, for me, this card's an okay card, but not a great card. And for me, it's a no. In terms of this card, though, I think this card is a much longer term card. I think he's good value for 75,000 coins. I'm even contemplating doing it myself. And if you know if I'm contemplating it, guys, it's good. It's pretty good value. So this card, I give you the green flag. I actually think if you can link this card into your team, it's a good card. Like if you're using Robin or something like that, yeah, I would not say no to this card whatsoever. But yeah, appreciate you guys for watching the video, man. Hope it helps. Peace out. See you on the next one.